Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Let's make it a great week, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Manifest your true intentions. Be impeccable with your word. Regardless of what language you speak, your intent will manifest through the word. What you dream, what you feel, and what you really are will be manifested through what you say each and every day. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 64, NASDAQ was up 23, S&Ps are up 5.5, gold contract up $4.80, trading at $1,272 an ounce. Silver up 30 cents at 3 cents, up 3 cents rather, at $21.29 an ounce. Platinum up $7 at $1,377 an ounce. Copper up 3 pennies at $3.29 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $1.02 a barrel. Bond market is closed out here today. Dollar index down 87 ticks, trading at 80.36. The euro is up 21, trading at 135.65, and the yen is flat at 98.56. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? It's crawling, baby. It's crawling all the way back up to that September high. We are at 1707 right now. You get 1729 as the high. You get 1776 as the A to B equals C to D. It's going to get interesting to see whether it actually can pull that baby off. I suspect, you're not going to get the full extension. Why? Because when we did come back, you did more than a 0.618 retracement. But bottom line, it's going to get up there. It's going to go after that level. That's your cash S&P. We did 565 million today versus 634, which for the Columbus Day holiday, folks, that's not bad. Bond market is closed today. Banks are closed today. Many companies are closed. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What we have with the Dow is this. She is at 15,301, and she's making a run also for that high up there, which is a 15,695. The composite. So composite, the small caps, different animal. We take a look at the composite. What we have with the composite is this. Well, not a different animal, but they're gonna get over that high big time. So we are at 38.15 right now. The high is 38.17.82. That's going to blow that away tomorrow. Now, real quick key is it going to take it out with volume? I suspect. Yeah, well, we'll find out. That's what this shakes down to. Let's see, 8 days ago, MVOL, QE. So when we're looking at that, it's going to need a heck of a lot of volume. We did 1.4 today. It's 1.8 that it would need to get up above that area. We go look at the 3 Qs, though, because the NDX 100 and the Russell, you'll see they're going to do the A to B equals C to D. 3 Qs, close at a high today. 79.79. Volume, lighter, but bottom line, does 48 million, which is not bad for a day like today. We are, this A to B equals C to D is 81 on this baby. Russell 2000, we go over to the Russell 2000. That also took out the highs. We are at 1090 right now, and that little baby can get up, A to B equals C to D is 111. If we take a look at the IWM, the small caps, the ETF structure, you'll see that we did 35 million shares. She is at a price point right now of 108.22. She took out the last swing point up here. Bottom line, she wants to get the higher price. Gold contract. Now, we get volatility out here, no doubt. You get the politicians still arguing about everything and anything and nothing getting done. Gold. Gold right now, rejected higher price out here today. We got to a price point of $12.91. We're at $12.7250, and gold wants to run down and test the June 28th area. That's the way this is set up right now. I suspect that the top of that area, folks, is 1236. The bottom is 1182. We're going after that test. You're right next to it right now. We take a look at the XAU and the HUI. They're both in trouble. The XAU right now is at 87.31. That low out there that it's going after is 82.29. The HUI, and these are the June lows that I'm talking about. The HUI, which is the Gold Bugs Index, we are at 212.95, and that low out there is 206.66. What I expect you're going to see in the XAU and the HUI, because you get a few dogs in it, that they'll more than likely break those June lows. You know, they're pretty close to the 2008 lows, and those are high volume lows. As I said a little bit earlier, the bond market is closed out here today. If we go back to Friday and just look at Friday's bond market, though, what you'll see is that you pull back 24 ticks. Oh, hold on 1 second. 14. No, that's not right. Now, okay, so what you have here is this. They took a close in. So what you have here is this. You have, you're at 132.26. And what we did on Friday, let me just see this. Okay, so you basically try to get to a higher high, couldn't handle it, and you close flat. You know, she's building some cause for higher price. Dollar index. Okay, so now the correlation between the gold market and the dollar index is clean. We pull back today. You did 10,000 contracts, and that 10,000 contracts, folks, is coming into a monster day of strength from last Wednesday. She's pulling it to 29,000 contracts. So last Wednesday, we went from a price point of 79.97 up to 80.85. You pull back with lighter volume. This is building some big cause. Number one, to get up to the 83.15 area, I expect what you're going to see somewhere about 85. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the high-volume stocks we had out here today in a low-volume market. You had BAC up 16 cents. Micron Tech was up 23. Intel was up 19. And what is amazing is that, you know, you get Boeing that continues higher. Boeing is up $1.48 today at 119.46. And right on the headlines, everywhere in the headlines, this is the 5th year in a row. So check this out, folks. This is just amazing. I mean, Boeing's got a great name, but let me tell you something. When I just read this article, I thought, you know, it's like amazing. 4 times in the past 5 years, the Pentagon's Inspector General has found that the Boeing company has collected excessive and unjustified payments on U.S. defense contracts. In the last 4 audits since 2008, the watchdog office said the Chicago company charged the U.S. Army for new helicopter parts while installing used ones. Bottom line, the story goes on, and it's amazing. It's like, you know, Boeing significantly overstated estimates on new components for the CH-47F Chinook helicopters and primarily installed used parts instead under a $4.4 billion contract awarded in 2008. It's pretty disgusting, actually. You know, 4 out of 5 years. Now, is that a mistake? No, folks, that's not a mistake. That means that the Inspector General is watching them, but guess what? All the other people that have to be watching them are not watching them, and evidently it must be worth their time and money to basically put used parts in versus new parts, because you're not going to do it 4 out of 5 times if you're going to get penalized, meaning penalized for more than it's actually worth. 877-927-6648. Let's go over and take a look at Walmart. Walmart is trading out here at 74.68. She's been in that consolidation. She got into the 71.51 area, and when she came down there on the weekly last week, folks, she has a little juice down there. So we'll see whether she basically keeps making her way under that $70 level. Right now, she's $4 above it again. She got within $1.75 of those lows. IBM, Big Blue. Big Blue, she was up 81 cents today. She's at 186.97. And what Big Blue also did is that she broke out into the bottom, has volume. Now, what you have with Big Blue is this. Big Blue, you know, she had that high out there at March 215. She comes off that high, not a huge retracement. Where the problem is with Big Blue, she got a couple problems. She came off the high with volume, big volume too. The week of the 19th of April, she came down with 35 million shares, folks. And that was after making a high with 19 million. You never want to see volume off a high. Okay, so what happens then? She's been in a downtrend since then. Last week, she just made another high volume low. She took out the swing point from last week. She did 20 million, taking out 15 million. That's saying, guess what? She's going to be back down to those levels once again. 877-927-6648. We had the Dow finish up 64. Nasdaq up 23. S&P's up 5.5. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.